Jai Shri Ram. Hello, friends. Welcome to the Unnati Astrowala and Chitra Astroraj YouTube channel. As you know, that on every Tuesday, I try to share whatever my practical knowledge is there with the practical applications and which works for each and everybody. Now, as per the demand or as per the request mentioned at Astrovala, Unnati Astrovala YouTube channel, I tried through this video to explain the concept of Ashtavarga, where you can clearly give a very good prediction. Now, Ashtavarga is one of the technique in Prashri, along with the many other techniques of, you can say, progression, transit, or whatever the others dasha system is there to predict about the events. Ashtavarga technique can also be used on the similar guidelines. But only difference in this case is that here you have to see the planet and you must have the clear cut understanding of the karka of that planet. Now, in this video, I'm going to use Sarvastak work as well as the Vinastak work. Why I'm saying Sarvastak work? Sarvastak work is very much important to know about the Sodhyapind, or finally how we are going to find out the Sodhyapind. But apart from that, whatever the ready-made informations are available, or we can easily find out these things in the different apps. But the thing is that how you are going to predict, how you are going to use those concepts, that is the major requirement. Say, for example, in this first video, I am going to use the Sun Vinastak work. You can see how many zeros or bindos has been contributed by Sun to the different houses. This is the Vinastak work of Sun. Now here, in this main chart or Rashi chart, I am going to tell about something about the name and fame of the status or the father, or some information how we can deduce or predict about the native's father. But before that, you just try to remember the number of zeros or number of bindus contributed by the sun to the different houses. In this particular sun Vinastak work, the maximum point are contributed by sun to the third house. When our sun is going to transit, in this native third house, that time this native will give more concentrated efforts to a physical fitness, acquisition of wealth and vehicles, and charming personality. You know that sun can transit in a Rashi for a 1 month. Maximum it can transit in a Rashi for a month. That means in a 1 year he has to complete that cycle. But that thing also becomes very important when where sun is in natal chart is placed. That means where natal sun is placed, or the transit sun is going to give that type of result also. That means if sun is in this native chart, sun is in 8th house, and here this Vinastak work is only of 2 numbers. But when Vinastak work gives 0.65555 in these houses, when sun transit and it makes some connection with the sun, that time we will get a good result. Normally, if there are no point, that time if there are no points contributed by sun, that time the native will suffer or get a bad name or some allegation may be there on the native. That means when sun is going to transit in eighth house, because this native is having very less point, that time there will be situations where when his reputation will be at stake or some sort of suffering may occur. Similarly, if the sun contribute 1 point, that time the sickness and sorrows or worries may come or miseries may come, but this native doesn't have that. But only thing is this native has minimum 2 points contributed by the sun, and these 2 points will give disappointments. That means the related to the eighth house, he will always get disappointments. That means there are not going to be that much sudden gains, that there are going to be no transformation, that prominent transformation in this life, because the sun is having only 2 points. Or you can say royal displeasure or sinful deeds, whatever you want to say. But you can see this native has 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 points contributed at different houses by the sun. Whenever now sun is not in this house, whenever sun is going to transit on these houses, at least 4 months, this native will feel fatigue due to travel, or you can say bodily troubles or uneasy mind. But whenever these 4 points are there, that means native will have 4 point in the fifth house and then now ninth house, that native will get mixed results or slightly less gain of money, but immediate expenditure will also be there whenever he's going to have a money. Similarly, when this 5 point are contributed by sun to particularly fourth house, 11th house, and 12th house, these indicate the association with influential or pious people or educational attainments, you can say, or he might be learning. That means whenever sun is transiting over fourth house, 11th house, and 12th house, his learning will improve. Now only 6 points are given by the third house, or sun is contributing 6 point to the sun house. That time this native will take care of the physical fitness, you can say, or acquisition of wealth or vehicle will be that type of his, you can say, in addition to the charming personality, this will be the thing. If say so, for example, somebody have 7 points contributed by sun in the lagna itself, then you can easily say that the prestigious post or respect or rewards from government or in social service native can achieve. Similarly, if 8 points are contributed during the sun transit, the native may get social high status and political status, or you can say great honors or wealth through royal or government favors. These are the things which are going to be contributed by sun. But this native has only 6 points. Maximum he can take care of his physical fitness or may acquire some vehicle or some, you can say, luxury items. Similarly, the next three houses, 4th, 11th, and 12th, are going to be very important because they are contributing 5 points. That means he can meet some influential or very religious people, or he can start learning new things. Okay, this thing can be seen. Now, me 4 and 5 are going to be mixed result, and 2 and 3 are going to be negligible, or you can say tiresome result to this native. This is the first thing which you can say it from the Vinastak work of sun. But apart from that, if I take, say, from sun, you take in the natal chart from sun, from sun you count one house. That means wherever sun is there, and you take Sodhya Pind of sun, the value of Sodhya Pind of sun, and you can say wherever sun is there, take the point of that. Now here I have taken 138 multiplied by 2, that gives 276 divided by 27. Now I find out this 6 as a reminder, because other things with quotient I am not going to consider. From starting, because sun is in Ashwini Nakshatra, there is a conflict, or you can say debate among the uh, astrology practitioner whether always take nakshatra starting from Ashwini or wherever your sun is placed. I normally take it depending upon the strength of the sun in the chart. Now, Sun is exalted even though it is in 8th house, and Mercury is also deviated out of this Mercury and Sun. That means ascendant and Sun position. I have taken Sun as a strong. That's why I'm taking a Sun Nakshatra. From Sun Nakshatra, if I count it, the Nakshatra will come of Adra Nakshatra. Adra means Rahu Nakshatra. Whenever Sun is going to transit in the Adra Nakshatra, sorry, not Sun, whenever Jupiter is going to transit in the Adra Nakshatra, or you can say trine of that Adra Nakshatra, that means the nakshatras of Rahu, that is Swati and Satvisha, the native will may become more health conscious. Now, these Rahu Nakshatras are normally, we can find out in the Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius Rashi. And if Jupiter is transiting in 3, Jupiter is transiting in 7, Jupiter is going to transit in this Aquarius sign, that time this native will get motivation to work on the physical fitness. And if he is suffering from some health issues, that time it will be a good period, because last time when Jupiter was transiting in the Satvisha Nakshatra, that prior to that, May 2021, the native has some slight, or you can say some health issues, but during that period, suddenly he gets some motivation, or you can say some health treatments to overcome that health issues. That was the case. That was the case when we are tracking Jupiter is transiting on that Satvisha Nakshatra. But now, at present, right now, the Saturn is retrograde, and previous to that, Saturn was in Satvisha Nakshatra itself. But now, on today, that is, you can say 22nd, the Saturn is transiting over the Dhanishta Nakshatra, or Mars planet Nakshatra. But when it was transiting in the Satvisha Nakshatra, as this is the trine to, this is in addition to the trine of Adra Swati, the Satvisha Nakshatra, due to the transit of Saturn in Satvisha Nakshatra, his father has fallen ill, and whatever the circumstances, you can say that the high fever or the health issues are there, because the Karka planet may give. Sometime you get status due to the presence of sun, but or transit of the Jupiter, but most of the time when Saturn or Rahu Ketu transit over that trine to that particular nakshatra, that time native will face health problem, because it has been demanded by my YouTube visitors that I should make a video where how we can predict using the Ashtavarga. Now, Ashtavarga is a complicated thing to find out all these things. I'm not going to explain that in this video, but only thing is you can easily use Jagannath Hora. From there, you can find out all these values. But only thing is that how you are going to interpret about that planet. Now, in addition to give a big insight about the sun position in this native chart, I'm going to consider, apart from the first position from the sun, let it take it as 6th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. These are the prominent positions from the sun, which needs to be studied to get the fair idea about the results, or the name, fame, or you can say the father health or the native health can be seen, because sun is actually a karka of the health also. Now, in this case, we have seen that what we are doing. So in the first case, we are taking this Sudyapind 138 of Sun only. From their Sun, we take it 6th position, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means ascendant, that their 3 points are there. We are multiplying with it 3 points. Similarly, from Sun 8th position, if we are going to take, that will be 3rd house. We are going to multiply by 6. And similarly, 9th house, it is the 5th from Sun. that is a fourth house, 5 points are there, and 10th, 4 points are there. Like that, I have multiplied and divided by 27. I get remainder just like 6 in the first case, which already explained 9 right now. And 9 remainder means starting from the Ashwini Nakshatra, the ninth Nakshatra is going to be, because both starting and the end Nakshatra has to be included, because there are 27 Nakshatra only. And from there, ninth Nakshatra is going to be the Aslesha Nakshatra, whose lord is going to be the Ashwini. Now, whenever the malefic planets are going to transit in this native chart over Aslesha, some disadvantage will be there. And whenever this Jupiter or benefic planets will transit over, you can say Aslesha, Revati, and another nakshatra of Mercury. That means 3 nakshatras, if we are going to be Ashlesha, Jyeshtha, and Revati nakshatra are going to give that type of result. If benefic has transit, benefic result. If malefic, then some sort of malefic. That means 6th, 8th, or both are going to be, these are this Mercury ruled nakshatra, and first and sixth are going to, first and ninth are going to be Rahul ruled nakshatra. That means related to the sun, the events are more prominently given by this Rahu and Mercury nakshatras. Only for work related or promotion related, whenever this Jupiter is going to transit in Uttara Falguni, or whenever Saturn or Rahu Ketu transit over the Uttara Falguni, that time some things related to name, fame at working place, or name fame to the father in terms of the wealth, or something like that, it will happen. Now, if I take it in a broad sense, ninth as Ashlesha, because from sun nakshatra, Ashwini, I counted Ashlesha, and whenever this Saturn has transited, over Ashlesha, Jyeshtha, and this Revati nakshatra, that are going to be basically in the 4th, 8th, and 12th rashis, this native has some sort of, you can say, work pressure or lot of tension at the work. And similarly, when this Jupiter is transiting over the Ashwini, Jyeshtha, and you can say Ashlesha nakshatra or Revati nakshatra or Jyeshtha nakshatra, the native have always gained promotion or some appreciation of his work. That means, see, Saturn is going to stay slightly longer whenever he get, but Saturn only get an opportunity after 2.5 years or something, 5 years, but Jupiter can get frequently as compared to the Saturn. So, my friends, I hope that you have liked this sun predictions using Ashtavarga. For a clear-cut indication that I have mentioned that when sun I have taken as a reference point, and from there as a latest only, because right now Jupiter is transiting our sun, but it is in different nakshatra. But when Jupiter was transiting over the, you can say, Satvisa nakshatra, it has helped him to overcome from the health or diseases. And now Saturn is transiting the father, as well as father has some high fever or something like that. You can say 4 or 5 days of period, because after that the sun Saturn get retrograded and it comes back to the Dhanishta nakshatra. But before that, this native also have some body pains, or father has also fallen ill. I hope you have liked this video. Jai Shri Ram. Please subscribe to YouTube channel, and if possible, forward this video among your peer group also. Jai Shri Ram.